We're Jess and Orion, this is Benji and Lily, and together we have been travelling and exploring all over the UK with our tent box. Join us every Wednesday and Sunday as we share our adventures. Hit subscribe to follow along and see where the road takes us. Well, it might not seem like it, but the weather is slowly starting to turn into spring. And even though you can't see the sun out today, it's beginning to look like the winter days are finally behind us as the weather gets a little bit warmer because it has been so cold as of late. It's probably one of the coldest winters I remember. But means finally we can go outside and explore again. So no DIY today, or gardening for that matter, but instead I'm going to enjoy a day off with my family exploring the great outdoors. However, before we get in the car and head out on our adventures, today's video is brought to you by fellow YouTubers Bob and Brad with over 60 years of physical therapy experience. And they have sent me the M7 Plus massage gun, which is so small I can fit it in my pocket and take it anywhere. Whether that's working in the office, working out at the gym, yes, this is the closest thing I have to a gym. Or taking it travelling to the middle of nowhere. And that's all thanks to its easy to carry design, offering ultimate convenience. Inside the box, you get this really nice carrying case, the massage gun, all of these additional fittings, and a manual that teaches you how to use it correctly. Which, believe me, I need because I'm useless. One of the fittings included in the box is a heat therapy and blue light therapy head, which can be charged by USB-C and turned on with that little button there. So if we just slot this on the end here and hold down the power button, you should see a light come up, red to signify the fact that it's on heat, and then if I tap it and cycle through, blue to indicate the blue light therapy. It's currently freezing in this house, so I'm going to be trying out the heat therapy first. So I should just be able to, oh my god, that is actually incredibly warm and it feels really good. Oh my god. I don't think there's any way for me to film that without it sounding weird, but it is really good for your muscles. If we now cycle through to blue light therapy and use the power button on the bottom, it should feel a lot different. Yeah, it's obviously not as warm anymore. Still absolutely lovely on the muscles though. Despite it being so small, it comes with 9mm amplitude and 5 customizable speeds that you can see on the bottom. It truly is the best massage gun for on the go. So a huge thank you to Bob and Brad for sponsoring this video and hooking me up with the M7 Plus massage gun. I am going to use it all the time when we go hiking and go for our walks. I really do start to ache when we go traveling, so it's going to be super handy to keep in my backpack and use whilst we go off camping and stuff like that. If you want to get yours, then make sure you check the link in the description below or scan the QR code that you can see on screen now. And at checkout, you actually get 10% off if you use BobBrad401 for your discount. First stop of the day is Upton House, and it turns out the sun has come out. And oh my god, it feels beautiful to be outside walking around. Oh, how I have missed days like these. This is actually the first time I've been out for a walk with Lily in her pushchair. As the weather's been so bad, we just haven't stayed out long enough to warrant taking her out the car seat. It's actually really nice to go for a walk again. I'm going to be like a broken record today, I swear. Fun fact, this house was built in 1695, and the Beerstead family that lived here actually founded Shell Oil Company. I don't think I could ever imagine living in a house like this. It's too big. Even in our little bungalow, we actually text each other from one side to the other because we can't hear each other. So imagine trying to find your partner in this house or where the kids could be. There are just so many rooms to get lost in. But I don't think with Lily being best impressed we'll be going for a wander around there. Instead, we'll keep walking outside. She likes to be on the move constantly. Yeah, the moment you stop, she starts to cry. But these are signs of good things to come.
I think it could be serious. Call emergency services or someone you trust.
No, I'm fine. I think my watch thinks I'm about to have a panic attack. No, I'm just excited for spring. I'm just sick of everything being naked and grey skies. I want more colour in my life. Got daffodils coming through. I don't know what these are called. I really need to download that app that tells you what plants are. I believe it's called Picture This. I'm going to download it and give it a go and see if I can find out what any of these plants are called. Well, I've scanned these ones and the app tells me that they're healthy and they're called woodland crocus. They're definitely pretty to look at, that's for sure. And after taking a step back, I've just noticed this tree that it's like above it. That's well nice. I was literally so distracted by the flowers on the in the flower bed I didn't even notice this tree. Look at that. That is really cool. I like that a lot. Apparently, that is a Japanese pagoda tree. I'm going to be using this app constantly. Every time I see a plant that I like, or even a tree, I'm going to scan it, take screenshots, and save it for our garden. Well, that didn't take long. She's fast asleep. Nearly woke her up. Gonna walk away. I have to say, that is a stunning house with an absolutely cracking view. It is safe to say that I have needed this so badly. I don't even realize. I don't think I realized how like down and like, I want to say burnt out, because I really do enjoy doing all of the DIY and, you know, gardening. I'm really looking forward to doing that. But I think being cooped up in the bungalow in the field, like away from everything, and yes, I love the countryside, but I love to be outside exploring it. I don't want to be cooped up inside. And I've literally spent, I don't know, what feels like three or 4 months now just indoors all the time, and it is definitely taking its toll on me, like mentally. I need this is why I need to go out for walks and take a bit of a break, because I felt so down recently. What is that? I genuinely thought that was like a baby elephant or something. What is that over there? Oh, it's a horse. Definitely need to be wearing my glasses. Oh, this makes me very happy. But right, back into the woods we go, because I want to go wander down there, if that is possible. How we've missed the days of having a pushchair. Need to get a sling for this little one. Small little update on Lilia, because we've not actually shown her off in the vlogs too much. She's not featured too much other than her just being asleep or laughing or something like that. She smiles and engages quite a lot at the moment, and she really likes to be standing, which is odd because she can't really stand on her own, obviously, because she's only 12 weeks old now. But if you hold her by the hips, she'll stand there fairly close to being on her own, to be honest. And that's what she loves to do at the moment. So it's really difficult to like cradle her or put her in any different position. She very much wants to be like either sat up, looking around, or stood up. Mainly stood up. I want to get one of those, like, you know, baby chairs where they can sit in it themselves and so their feet can touch the floor. I don't know if I'm going to use like one of those walkers again, but something like that in the future is definitely a good idea. Hopefully this bumpy ride does not wake her up, but I'm holding little hope. Yep, she is completely knocked out. Fortunately, it's always easier going down than it is coming up. I'm just not going to think about that part yet. But we made it to the pond at the bottom, and I am already seeing a problem with getting back up to the top. Oh dear, oh dear. I want to say this is a baby duck, but can anyone let me know what this is? It's so tiny, look at it. Is that a duck? I keep watching it like dip underneath the water and it disappears for ages. Look, you can't even see where it is. You have to wait for it. There. After watching that clip back, it is most definitely not a baby duck, but it might be a duck of some sort. There's loads of them. Look at these little guys. This is all me just getting distracted from the task at hand. Really hoping these are the only steps. It doesn't help that they're muddy and wet and old. The joys of being a parent. Absolutely fantastic camera work there. She is still completely conked, however. So, mission successful. I only got a little bit muddy after that. And now we have reached the next fork in the road. The choice is windy path or steps. And judging by the fact that Benjamin's already on that way, let's try that one. He didn't get very far before he started hugging this tree. Something I taught him how to do when he was about 2 years old, and he's never stopped doing it. Originally intended as a silly joke, which now he loves to do. I'll be teaching you how to hug trees soon. Wow, what an odd designed house. I assume this is like the ground level here, then this is like a basement level and the garden that they have. I don't think we can go and explore it as it's like all like sectioned off. Oh, more stairs. Every time we take the stairs, she keeps falling further and further down her pram. You okay?
Benji.
Oh, there's a frown. This is what it's come to. Everybody pushing Lilia up the hill. You having fun in there? She looks perplexed. Oh my days. Wish we'd known that beforehand. I suppose given the fact we started up here, it was fairly obvious. But we made it. Get me to a toilet. Well, nearly. With the toilets found, it's actually time to find out now how accurate the app was. Very, it appears. I'm quite impressed with that. I actually need to go shopping for some flowers soon for the guys over on Patreon, because for each member over on the Patreon, we are planting some flowers for you. And I really like alliums. It's crazy to think that she is already 3 months old. Look at you. It's safe to say that was a lovely walk around Upton House. Time for us to head back to the car. Here is to more blue skies and sunshine. And investing in a sling. She really likes being here. One short trip later, we've arrived at the National Herb Centre. Because who doesn't love a good garden centre? After all, we need some inspiration for our garden. Haven't even started gutting out our garden yet, let alone getting ready to buy plants to plant them. All the same, it's nice to have a look around and get an idea of what we'd like to put in our garden. That rosemary smells very nice. See, I would actually buy tons of these if they actually stayed this size. They're so cute. I'm like a child with all of the cactus that I used to collect, or cacti rather. But this is exactly why we have a look at the garden centres, because these are plants for the shade. And obviously there is always going to be shade in your garden at some point. So let's see what we can find. Lots of ferns, which for some reason always remind me of Jurassic Park, and other plants that don't remind me of anything. I like this though. I like lots of plants that have a lot of colour. The more concoctions of colours, the better. Not me just sticking my face in plants. I have to say, I feel a little bit weird and I'm like getting a good sniff. It smells like leaf. Trust me, by the end of this year, I'll have a better idea of what I'm doing. In the meantime, I'll be reading up all of these signs. Like this one, the foxglove, the flower of the fairies. If fairies put their foxgloves on, there is no magic they cannot do. You get lots of plants like that for the kids. The plan is to have like a kid's garden, an allotment, and then our little garden. And if we can make the kids garden magical, like a fairy garden with like a mud kitchen and stuff like that, I think that would be really adorable. Then our garden for growing food. Oh boy, I cannot get over how nice that feels. Sun on the skin, soaking it up. You okay there? You're getting a bit grumpy. She really doesn't like being in her car seat. I can't wait till she starts running around. It's going to be adorable. Baby steps yet though. You're sucking on your fingers. One thing we have actually noticed about Lily is that she does not like a bottle, and she also doesn't take a dummy either. So she just sticks her fists in her mouth all the time. Man, we have been blessed with gorgeous weather and some stunning views today. I think I need to book us in another trip to Wales. One of my favourite places to go. I'll be given my first job of the garden. It's to build one of these, a veg bed. £120 to buy. Wonder if I can build it for cheaper. I'm also wondering who comes up with these names. Tucrium scorodonia, Tanacetum parthenium feverfew. Sounds like something straight out of Harry Potter. This one's a bit better. St. John's wort. Much easier to remember. A milk thistle. This is why my secret plan to name all of the members over on Patreon after my plants is genius, because it makes it a lot easier to remember which one's which. But I definitely want to do this. I want to grow some grapes alongside a lot of other fruit and veg, but grapes definitely.
Can we grow some blueberries?
What do you want to grow blueberries for?
For pancakes.
Sure. I don't actually think I've ever had a blueberry pancake before. First time I'm going to try one is after we've grown our own. Random little fact for you whilst I'm looking at all these berries. Oddly enough, everything associated with gardening just reminds me of family. Don't know. It's like my happy place. And I've never had a garden until now, which is why I'm so excited to do it. I know there are so many people, by the way, that are like, oh, why are you wasting your money and your time and all this investment into doing this stuff when they're going to knock the house down. But one, it's a great opportunity to learn. And two, I get to share it with you guys and everyone seems to enjoy it. If you don't like it, then I won't film it. I'll just do it off camera, like as a hobby. But I don't want to just leave it in the way it is. You know what I mean? It's nice to put things back and learn, essentially. I love to learn. Like, it's one of the things I spend most of my time doing is learning new things. And I get bored if I'm not doing something like that. So, yeah. I appreciate where everyone's coming from with the whole, like, wasting money and time, but I want to do it. Wow, look at that. That is a gorgeous flower. Now this is a project I actually do want to try. I've always wanted to do a little terrarium. That would be really fun. How times have changed as I get older. These are the things I now enjoy, rather than making dens and playing video games. This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. If we get lots of like things like this, we can make our own little fairy garden. Would you like that?
Yeah.
What about a sand pit for diggers?
Yeah.
And tractors?
Yeah. Those and these.
And those, both?
Yeah.
Okay. Finishing with my favourite flowers.
Yeah.
Lily! You don't look impressed, kiddo. She's much happier now that she's home and she's been fed. Are you happier now? Are you playing? I was just about to say it's really nice to be home so I can sit down as my legs are aching, because I was about to use the new massage gun. But Jess, she beat me to it, so I've got to wait now. I actually, honestly, my legs are really kind of, it's kind of like a weird ache from walking because I've not walked in forever. I've just been sat at the house and sorry, Jess attacked me with the massage gun. It feels so good. A big thank you again to Bob and Brad for sending that out. I think Jess is going to use the blue light feature on it because it's good for your skin. I've got naturally oily skin, so I don't need to to use it. Yeah, she said she's going to go over her scars with it. But as Jess gets a bit of pain relief, I am going to wrap up today's vlog as the sun is going down on another fun day of adventuring. I hope you enjoyed this kind of new, I want to say new format. It's kind of a mix of the old school and a new, like, got a new intro to kind of playlist all of our adventures together. We didn't go too crazy this weekend because it's literally one day of sunshine we've got this week. It's meant to rain again and go back to being grey and miserable, and it's meant to get cold again next week, which is unfortunate. But I've been thinking, and I kind of like the idea of breaking up the vlogs throughout the month, so I can do the project videos with the DIY and stuff like that and reinvest, the vlog money into those things. Same with the garden, and then also some time off, like doing DIY all the time and being cooped up in the house and go off an adventure and explore, like the old vlogs that people originally subscribed to me for. So if you're looking for that kind of stuff, then make sure you do leave me a thumbs up rating. I'd appreciate that. A big shout out to all the guys over on Patreon supporting me, been getting that early sneak peek at the merch, which is definitely going to be dropping towards the end of this month. Not the next vlog, but probably the vlog after that. I'll be doing like a big full, this video is brought to you by me video. But yeah, today's video is actually brought to you by Bob and Brad. So thank you again for that. If you want to get yourself a massage gun, then make sure you check the link in the description below. But as always, been Orion. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys next time. Peace, much love. Bye-bye. Is slowly exploring the outdoors. So join before we head up. She's fast asleep. You're going to give us a smile. Look at Lily. You holding on for dear life there, kid?